And join me in welcoming the awesome, the spectacular, the wonderful, the awe-inspiring, those who are almost too great to be believed, your king and queen, Winar and Saw, king and queen of all Alexios. Please welcome their heirs, Crown Prince and Princess of Alexios, Kviger and Svala. Please welcome the one, the only, the two, for the final time, Raoul and Roxanne, Baron and Baroness of Myrgan Wood. And the man who in some quarters still needs an introduction, we have His Excellency from the far southwest, the child of the Minotaur, the dancing Baron, Good people, it is Her Majesty's wish, and especially Her Majesty's, that you make yourselves as comfortable as you desire within the reasons of modesty. As we gather here today, we acknowledge that we are on Treaty 6 territory and the homeland of the Métis. We pay our respects to the First Nations and Métis ancestors of this place and reaffirm our relationship with one another. So, how was that court? Woo! Alright, so we now recess the court of their majesties. Winar and Saw, I'm going to hand it over to your UNC, already indecisive. You're going to make this in here? Alright.
Here opens the final court of their excellencies Raoul and Roxanne, Baron and Baroness of Myrgan Wood. Hear the words of their excellencies.
He really is indecisive. we just really wanted to take a moment to welcome all of you to this grand barony, and yeah, that's about it at this point, eh? We've got a few things later.
There's more coming, yeah.
Is there? Are you sure?
Well, let's ask him. No.
Okay. All right. What's up next? Oh. Majesty, with your permission, we would like to remove your voice for a moment and get back.
Scald the Peacemaker, please present yourself before their excellencies.
Tommaso, where's Tommaso?
Oh, you want to do that?
Yeah,
It's fine.
No, I just gotta make sure it's on Jerry.
How long have you lived in our barony now?
About 2 years.
About 2 years. Okay, in that time, you've, yeah. What did you do?
I've just kind of hung out.
I think there was a couple of demos that you helped organize, or, and there were some bids for crowns.
Yeah, but those were rejected.
Yeah, but you still did it.
Oh.
You have been you've become certainly a key player in our barony, and we want to. Up to this point, you've never been recognized with any kind of.
I'm a forester here, barony.
You're a forester.
I am a forester.
That means you're from somewhere else.
Yeah, I know.
Now you're here.
Oh, okay.
These heroines.
We, Raoul and Roxanne, Baron and Baroness of Myrgan Wood, do agree with wise counsel that Scald the Peacemaker has given to the barony and its noble populace both time and effort, and in all places freely and diligently served the needs of many. We therefore wish to commend this gentle and welcome them into the Order of the Elm Leaf of Myrgan Wood. Be regarded by all as firm and binding in the future, we have made it secure in the presence of witnesses this 8th day of October, Anno Societatis 57. 3 3 cheers for the newest member of the Order of the Elm Leaf. Hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip! Woo! Their Excellencies call forth Ansel Darris. Woo!
Okay, so this is interesting, and he might be confused.
Uh-oh.
So every once in a while, one of the things that a Baron and Baroness is asked to do in their role of representing the crown is sometimes there's a little business at court that someone doesn't bother to show up. And so we were requested by their former majesties, Ivar and Asni, to do this.
Deeds thus far have spoken loud, and loyal subject from the crowd kneels as king and queen look down, bestowing favor from the crown. Thus justly forth from mouth and tongue is excellence and honor sung. Loudly so now do we bestow sable glove, and rightly so. You must away to heralds meet, seek you their aid you must entreat, all to help with arms unique, as fits the honor we bespeak. Bestowed until Ansel Darris in Abacal upon this 7th day of March, Anno Societatis 54, by our head and our seal, King Ivar and Queen Asni. For the newest member of the Order of the Sable Glove, a joyous noise! Their Excellencies call the following people to present themselves. Her Royal Highness Svava Swanita, Lady Signy Smidja, Lady Catherine Dancourt, Lady Alexandra Vanel, Lady Aimée Martin, Lord Conan of Myrgan Wood, Her Ladyship Astrid Arnsbjorndottir, Lord Ulrich the Indecisive, Armature Thorgan Invitfarley, and Lord Willem Winters.
So I got a question for those of you still seated. Do you know what all of these folks have in common?
They're awesome.
Yes!
They're officers.
These are the officers of Myrgan Wood, and we just really want to say thank you for all of the hard work that you have done. They're labeled, you know who to give them to.
I can read.
A joyous noise!
Don't go away yet. Don't go away yet. While you're here, we also would release you from your oaths. Yeah. So,
Release your books. Thank you. Thank you, thank you.
Come on, Albert.
He's still working.
Make a decision, for God's sake.
Did you know that's important?
Their Excellencies have exercised exercise their right to bestow favors upon deserving individuals both publicly and privately, they may wish it to be known that the following gentles have received such a favor.
And this might be a surprise to some of you because we're not done yet.
Her Royal Highness, Svava Swanita, Mistress Catherine Ingen Ui Monet, His Lordship Shea Uafelaine, Master William Bennett, Robert the Barkeep, Joran Haldorsdottir, and His Lordship Hamish McCarrick.
So, if we haven't talked to you already, we're still playing.
3 cheers for the recipients of the baronial favors. Their Excellencies would call forth the champions of Myrgan Wood.
I know those guys.
Did you hear that? Okay. Champions, you have served us well as champions for the barony, for your areas of expertise, and we thank you so very much for the service that you have provided.
So at this time, we would release you from your oaths of service to the barony.
And request that you don't run too far,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
your
Your
skills
time is
will be needed in short order.
Yes.
Thank you.
3 cheers for the skill and prowess of the champions. Hip hip!
Huzzah!
Hip hip!
Huzzah! Huzzah!
Would the following people please present themselves before their Excellencies? Robert of Caithness, Sergeant. Ulrich the Indecisive, Warden. Ayame Hoju, Warden. Aimé Martin, Courtier Candidate. And Frode Thormundson, Sergeant Candidate.
Okay, so for those of you who may not be all that familiar with this is the sergeantry and sergeantry candidates for Myrgan Wood. These are folks who have put a lot of time, effort, and skill into supporting everything that you see up here and many other workings within the barony. They swear a direct oath of fealty. And so now we need to release you from your fealty and take those markers from you. They will be passed on to the next and given back to you. Okay. It becomes a very personal connection.
All right, a joyous noise for the sergeantry of the barony of Myrgan Wood.
Sorry.
Your Excellencies, do you have any final words?
This is hard. It's been a good 4 years. It's been a tough time in there in the middle of COVID and stuff. But we all came through it, and I think that Myrgan Wood as a barony has shown its strength in its unity through this time, right? It's something that I think is one of the key aspects of our barony and what makes us one of the best baronies in the known world. And I thank you all for the parts that you played in making that. I am looking forward to our time away, but I'm also, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard to not be up here. So thank you all for all that you've done for us.
Myrgan Wood is home. Thank you, everyone. This has been such an honor. Thank you, guys. That's all I have to say.
Raoul and Roxanne, Baron and Baroness of Myrgan Wood.
Thus reopens the court of their great majesties, Winar and Saw. So I think we have a little bit of business.
Sounds like we need to do some stuff.
I think so. So would Raoul and Roxanne, Baron and Baroness of Myrgan Wood, please present yourself before their majesties of Abacal.
Our faithful Baron and Baroness, you have business before us?
We have cared for these lands for you for quite some time, and we feel that our time has come to an end, and that it would be wise to give stewardship to another.
We hear your words, and we know the burden that leadership can place upon you. We understand your desires and are very grateful for your service at this time. Have you released those who were in field? We're sorry to see you go. You've been loyal, steadfast, and true leaders within your community. But at this time, we will grant your request and your release from fealty to us. Thank you. And your release.
Test run.
Okay.
He remembered his sword. Good.
Joyce noise! So anyone want a chair or two? There shouldn't be two spares up in front.
I was worried that after, I wouldn't know where I should sit, but apparently people have me looking at Not back there, but here. Well, you
Chair is your choice now. You have a choice.
Just lay down.
We are now a ship with Baron and Baroness, to lead us through good times and bad, representatives in your barony of Myrgan Wood.
Harold, call forth those that we have chosen to lead this barony.
Wood, Amya, Mavros, and Alexios, Mavros, please present themselves before their majesties now! Amya Mavros and Alexios Mavros, their majesties of Abacau, have chosen you to take up service as their representatives in the barony of Myrgan Wood. Will you accept the title and the responsibilities of Baron and Baroness of Myrgan Wood from their majesties? And will you swear fealty to the crown of Abacau for this barony?
As is my right, as rightful sovereign of the kingdom of Abacau, do I name you Baron, Baroness, Myrgan. Please stand in our place in all matters of ceremony. And we charge you to lead your people with duty and with wisdom. Wear this coronet as a symbol of your new estate, and as a reminder of the responsibilities that you now bear. Sword of Abacau, please. Harold?
Do you now swear fealty to their majesties of Abacau, King Winard and Queen Saab of the barony of Myrgan Wood, that you will obey and uphold their majesties' lawful commands in all matters concerning their realm? And do you swear to maintain harmony with your barony and the kingdom of Abacau, and to treat all those who reside in your realm with courtesy and chivalry, so long as you remain Baron and Baroness, that you will support and defend their majesties in your hearts and in your homes, so long as they remain royal sovereigns of Abacau?
I so swear.
And we, for our part, do swear that we shall do all in our power to protect and defend you as Baron and Baroness of Myrgan Wood, so long as we remain Winard, King, Abacau.
People of Abacau, three cheers for Alexios and Amya, Baron and Baroness of Myrgan Wood!
Hip hip! Huzzah! Hip hip! Huzzah! Hip hip! Huzzah!
Now, Your Excellencies, I want you to find yourself with a large fist. So, Your Excellencies, I'm just going to go take a break. I think their majesties all have to take a breather, so why don't you guys stay for a little bit, and we'll check back in a few minutes. Sound good? All right.
We're good.
Let's recess the court of their majesties of Abacau.
Here opens the first court of their excellencies Alexios and Amya, Baron and Baroness of Myrgan Wood. Please pay heed to the words of their newly minted excellencies.
He's the one that's good at public speaking, so he has the best words.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna hold this so I'm less nervous. So, it's probably fitting at a time when we're changing over leadership to say a little bit of what the plan is, what the vision is, and where we want to go with Barony, where we hope to lead you. As well, there's a lot of new people here, and guests. And something I was told very thoroughly was that when you're speaking to a crowd of guests, the 5 things you shouldn't mention are politics, religion, households, sex, or booze. And I'm done, so we're going to go 5 for 5. A year and a half ago-ish, I was on like the 4th or 5th date with Amya, and we were at her old basement suite, and she was packing up getting ready to move. I had nothing to do with that, I was around, and then this guy showed up that she introduced as her younger brother, which was in fact Scott. And I knew Amya had some brothers who were younger than her, they were in their 20s, and Scott does not look like he's in his 20s. No. But it was great. Scott showed up to talk about some beer, we had an argument over some esoteric minor point of history, and there was a lot of body humor and juicy SCA gossip, so like, I got the full Scald experience.
The whole Scald experience.
I'm going to take this off when this is happening.
Thorgan rolled in with some weird booze I'd never heard of and said something kind of blasphemous about old gods and new. So that was the full Thorgan experience. And the night wore on, the drinks kept going, so okay, booze and religion got 2 down. And they explained that they're all part of this shenanigan with Odin's Berry Company of Associates. This festival that they enjoy, they were free. And over the course of the night, eventually everyone went home, but I was not in a position to drive. Let's double down on that one. So, the implied question is if I got the full Amya, and I was on the couch all night. But something Thorgan said that stuck with me when we started talking about SCA stuff was, welcome to the cult. Religion, 4 or 5. And I know Thorgan was joking, and I know for a lot of the newcomers, the people who are like, we're not a cult, it's kind of saying, we're not pyramid scheme. The oaths and the ceremony and all that can look weird. But the SCA is a beautiful family in a lot of ways. And the root word of cult is also the root word of culture. And a culture is something we've created. A culture of inclusion, of safety, of self-growth, celebrating each other's achievements, and striving for achievement. And that's something that's really touched me in the time I've been with the SCA. It's something I've fallen in love with. I have fallen in love with the group as much as I have fallen in love with Amya. And I'm so happy to be here and be doing this and taking this on. That word, culture, another root of it goes to this Latin word cultus, is cultivate. It's originally a gardening term. So for language nerds like me, this is juicy. Because something in Myrgan Wood that we see as part of this role is to cultivate, to be the gardeners, and to tend to the wood. Because people often are like complicated houseplants. They need water, they need fresh air, they need some sunlight, and they need somewhere to put down good roots. And in the SCA, you're going to get outside, you're going to see some sunlight, you're going to get some fresh air, but it's a place where you can put down roots. Because the roots here are good. Myrgan Wood is a great place. We said to inherit something beautiful and carry it forward. It's been a wonderful time so far, and we're looking forward to it. And it's a little scary, I'll be honest. The fist helps kind of control it. But like I said, people are sometimes complicated houseplants, and we're going to do our best. The SCA is something beautiful, and like I said, we're inheriting good roots and strong roots. And we're hoping to carry that forward. Is in Myrgan Wood our roots run?
Huzzah!
I miss politics. I do have some fear still.
Would the members of the Sergeantry and candidates of Myrgan Wood present themselves before their excellencies?
Are you now prepared to swear fealty as a member of the sergeantry to Baron Alexios and Baroness Amya? Do you then swear to protect and defend with all your skills the barony as embodied in the Baron and Baroness, and through the barony, the Kingdom of Avacol? To champion and protect the populace of the barony to the utmost of your ability and need, in accordance with the Code of Chivalry, to uphold by word and deed the ideals of chivalrous behavior as embodied in the Society for Creative Anachronism?
Yes, I swear.
There's no words here. Do you want to say words of your own?
I just want to say that Roxanne kind of covered it, that sergeantry is usually something very personal. I'm looking forward in a great way to the relationships that we're starting and going to deepen over this course of time.
And for those of you who don't know, usually up until now the sergeants have been sworn specifically to the Baroness, and we're changing that up. They're swearing to the baronial couple and the barony itself, not just me. So we're taking them on as a team.
Yep, twice as much shenanigans. For all. Let's see if this works out.
A joyous noise for the sergeantry of Myrgan Wood.
At work already. Thank you. Oh, jeez. There's a spider. We're all having a moment. There's a spider. Good man.
It's not coming towards you, Raoul. You're fine.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Today, the barony of Myrgan Wood calls forth mighty warriors and skilled artisans to compete in tournaments to find our next worthy arts and sciences and armored champions. Before we get to that, Your Excellencies would like to call forth the officers of Myrgan Wood.
It's suspense building.
Yeah.
Good work.
Tune in next time.
What a twist.
Yes, you've all done so well until now, and I look forward to working with you going ahead. I'm not sure the exact wording of the oath. Do you solemnly promise to do a good job and not be stupid? All right, everyone else not be stupid. Thor and medium stupid. You accept your own. Please continue with your service. Don't be stupid at the high hour. Yes.
You're low.
Champion sworn in.
Uh-oh, you have someone who wants to swear fealty, I think.
We accept your fealty.
No?
Their Excellencies would call forth the champions of Myrgan Wood.
accept you as your champions. Make us proud, duo. Okay. I don't know these. We got Does Harold have words?
This was in the training.
Oh, it was?
Okay, he'll just find it in the evening court.
Oh, is this the oath?
Yep.
I'll see if I have it.
Do you, champions of Myrgan Wood,
Solemnly swear,
in
in mind and deed,
your service to the Baron this day
this
forth?
day forth.
I so swear.
And so do we swear our right to defend and protect you in your times of need as Baron and Baroness of Myrgan Wood.
So say I, Alexios.
So say I, Amya, Baroness.
Cool. Alright, now wrap up that.
Joyous noise! Woo!
Now we're back on track.
Today, the Barony of Myrgan Wood calls forth mighty warriors and skilled artisans to compete in tournaments to find our next worthy arts and sciences champions. The people who carry these titles are sworn in service to their excellencies of Myrgan Wood and to the barony, that whenever the excellencies marshal their forces, there shall be their champions, to battle at their side, to defend the barony against all who would take up arms against Myrgan Wood. This is a grave responsibility not to be undertaken lightly, for even as they take their place in the court at their excellency's sides, the champion must know that by their deeds they show forth the honor and chivalry of that court and this barony to all the world. Let those competing in these two tournaments, Armor Champion and Arts and Sciences Champion, please present themselves and declare if they vie for the champion or if they test the mettle of those who would be champion today.
He's fine.
We vie for armor. Excellent.
Yeah.
Should it be your will, I would like to join German today and test the mettle of participants. Your Excellencies, it's nice to stay for meetings. I would like to test the mettle of the bats today. I've been champion of this barony several times. I'd like to make sure that you get a good one.
That's the motion. My love, do you have words for those who are vying for armor?
Yes. Well, guys, we look forward to having you fight well, fight with honor. May the person who is most hardy today win, and we look forward to having you here. You can hold the axe. And yeah, fight with honor, and I look forward to watching.
And for those vying for arts and science, I wear a green belt. I am an apprentice. I strive on the path that you are on. I respect your efforts. I want to see the best from you, and I know you'll provide it. I look forward to the competition.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
Competitors vying to be champion, do each of you now swear that should you be victorious this day, you will fulfill the obligations of the armored champion and ANS champion of Myrgan Wood, and that you will abide by the laws of this barony, and that you will bear yourselves now and in the future with the honor and chivalry, virtue and loyalty which must mark a champion of Myrgan Wood.
I so swear.
I so swear.
Make yourselves ready for the competition. There being no further business, here recesses the first court of their excellencies of Myrgan Wood.
I'm just going to take advantage of the height here, because I like having the high ground. That way I can see like crossing up there.
So hard.
Thus reopens the court of their majesties, Winard and Sav. Alright, so if you thought we were done with Raoul and Roxanne, you are so wrong. Would Roxanne and Raoul please present themselves before their majesties?
So you have served exceptionally well. And the crown's receiving us. And so at this time, we'd like you to hear the words from our heads.
Hear now the wishes of their majesties of Abacal. We, Winard, King, and Sav, Queen of Abacal, exercise our rights and our prerogative to honor those who have demonstrated excellence and strong leadership during their tenure of Baron and Baroness and served us well. Do now admit you to the noble society of the Griffin and grant you the title and estate of Baron and Baroness of the Kingdom of Abacal.
I heard that you have been going to make one for a very long time. And had I not said I was going to make you surprised, but sorry.
Go henceforth and take with you all the rights and privileges that come with this rank. This we proclaim on this 8th day of October, out of Societatis 57, in the name of King Winard and Queen Sav. Now, there comes a great responsibility, Your Excellencies. That scroll case needs to get back to Aisha. Three cheers for the Baron and Baroness of Abacal. Quebec! Huzzah! Quebec! Huzzah! Quebec! Huzzah! Well, looks like there's some fighting that needs to happen, some arguing that needs to happen. So at this point, we will recess the court of their majesties, Winard and Sav. Join noise! Hey, the Armor Championship will be taking place outside in the bowl. Armor up and go over there and watch awesomeness. There are also some classes happening in the green room and the museum. And outside, you are free to yell about as you wish. We're done, girl. Nothing more to see here. Croston, go, lead. It's over. All right, guys. As I said, it's over. You can tune out now. But we're going to follow Her Excellency. Okay. We're done. We'll be back outside in a bit.